Hello, my friends. It's me, Christiana Gaudette. I am your Tarot Fairy Godmother. My pronouns are she, her. I'm happy to see you. This is Global Tarot Circle. We try to do 1 or 2 tarot meetups on YouTube every month, and we use pretty much the same format. This is a format that we developed more than 10 years ago, starting out on WebEx. Then we used to do it on Facebook Live. Now we do it here on YouTube. Here's how it works. We'll be here for the next hour. And for the first half hour or so, we will be reading for one another in a very specific format. In the second half hour, we will do some tarot study. So, to get us going, go ahead and let us know where in the world you are and what deck you're working with. And then if you have a question for a reading, go ahead and ask the question. If you're not sure what you want to ask, you can simply ask, what does the universe want me to know? That'll work too. And we will read for you. The way that will work is I will read the question aloud. I will pull one card, and then anyone else who wants to do the reading will put the name of the person they're reading for, the name of the card they got, and their interpretation. And so if you ask a question, don't just listen to what I have to say. Make sure you read through the comments to get the rest of your reading. And one thing I would love to know, if you have been here before and if you have experienced readings in this format, how did it work? Are they contradictory? Are they the same? Is it helpful? We know that this is a helpful process in teaching us to do a competent reading with a single card and to do it quickly. But the question is, if you're receiving a reading in this format, how has that worked for you? Go ahead and let us know. So as people are coming into the room, let me say hi to everyone. I want to say a special hello to all the members. You can tell who the members are because their names are in green. Thank you for supporting this channel with your membership. I also want to say hello and thank you to the moderators. You know who the moderators are because their names are in blue, and some of the moderators are also members, and you'll know that because they'll have a little sun right after their wrench. Now, there's lots of ways to support this channel. If you are new here, please do subscribe and make sure you hit the bell. Make sure you like this video, and please, if you enjoy the content, if you enjoy what we're doing here, please share this channel with your tarot friends. All right. So I'll let you know that I am in Palm City, Florida, and today I am working with Light Seers Tarot. So let's see. Justine, nice to see you. Thanks for being a moderator and thanks for being a member. You're in Houston using SpiritWise RWS. Perfect. And Justine says, not going to lie, I love having these circles on Monday because it helps me get through the workday. Yes, indeed. Okay. Hey, Lady Lenormand, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Lady Lenormand is Brenda Elizabeth. She and I will be doing a Zoom, a tarot practice Zoom at the end of the month. I'll be sharing the link with you so you can come participate if you like. And she is going to be doing an intensive teaching Lenormand, a beginning Lenormand intensive at StarCon. So if you're interested in the Lenormand cards and don't know how to work with them or want to learn more, that's a good place to do it. Get your StarCon ticket. Lady Lenormand says, hello from Delray Beach, using Boo Tarot, and it's so cute, perfect for spooky season. Clumsy Clairvoyance, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a moderator, and thanks for being a member. In the high desert of California, using Wild Unknown Pocket Tarot. Beautiful. Nalini Kalu, thanks for being a member. In Panama City Beach, using Radiant Rider-Waite. Perfect, perfect. Okay. Hey, Lori Tries Life, nice to see you. Oh, and thank you so much, Lady Lenormand, for the congratulations on my WDA wins. Thank you, everyone who voted. Really appreciate that. Okay, I see lots of questions. Yolanda, thank you for being a member here in Florida, right down the road from me, using Light Sears. Very good. Teresa, you just ordered Light Sears. That's perfect. And, Justine, so you bought a ticket to my Zoom class. So, yeah, I just put up a Room and Zoom hybrid class. So we've got 2 Zoom things coming up. Brenda and I, Lady Lenormand and I, will be doing a free Zoom. I'll be putting that information up before too long, and that's at the end of the month. And yes, I saw you bought that ticket. Thank you, Justine. I am doing a Room and Zoom. That means you can come join me in person or online on October 26th from 7 to 9, How Spirit Speaks Through Tarot. And you do need to buy that ticket, and I hope that you do. Thank you. Betty Flesher, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here in Madison, West Virginia, using Clarity Tarot. Hey, Karen 13. Karen's in California, using the Art Nouveau deck. Fabulous, fabulous. Chara Saddlemeyer, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members-only emojis in upstate New York, using Light Sears Tarot. So what do y'all think? I have come to the thought that Light Sears is like this whole redefining of tarot, like it's like an instant classic of tarot. There are so many great tarot decks, but there is something about Light Sears that makes it different and special in a way that redefines tarot in a whole unique way. Agree or disagree? Would love to hear. Jenny, nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here at Palm Desert, California, using Alchemical Tarot. All right. So as you come in, please do introduce yourself. And if you have a question, let's get going. I'm going to get shuffled right here. And I will take these in the order in which I see them. The first question I see is from Smile Soul 20. Thank you so much for being a member. What does the universe want me to know? And I will tell you, that is like my favorite question. Like, if you don't know what to ask, what does the universe want me to know is such a great way. And like, some people are very uncomfortable with general readings, right? But if you recognize that a general reading is just asking that question, what does the universe want me to know? Suddenly it becomes pretty easy. So if you'd like to do this reading, at Smile Soul 20, the name of the cards you got, and your interpretation. Okay, Smile Soul 20. 5 of Cups. The universe wants you to know that not everything is perfect and some things are painful, but some things are really good too. And so you have to hold space for the things that are difficult. You have to hold space for the things that are disappointing and painful. And at the very same time, you have to hold space for the things that are good. And it's a balance. All right. Let's see. Next question. Hey, BB. Nice to see you here. Thanks for being here. Should I message Sam or has that ship sailed? If you'd like to do this reading, at BB, the name of the card you got and your interpretation. All right. BB, message Sam or has that ship sailed? I shuffled. I swear to goodness, I shuffled. I think you still have feelings for this person. And I think it doesn't so much matter whether the ship has sailed or not. The ship may indeed have sailed. But you may still have things in your heart that you want to say. So if you choose to message Sam, do it because there's something in your heart that you want to say. Not out of some hope that it will go a particular way, but because you have something to say. All right. Justine, what do my guides want me to know about my decision to break it off with my boyfriend this past weekend? Oh my goodness, how painful. I'm so sorry. I feel I did my best in handling the situation. Still, I can't help but wonder, could I have handled the situation, could I have better handled the situation in some way? Okay, so sorry, I know that's hard. Oh my goodness. All right, so if you'd like to do this reading about Justine's decision to break up with her boyfriend and her handling of it. At Justine Osina, the name of the card you got and your interpretation. Page of Wands, man. You did what you had to do. You did the right thing. You communicated well. And, the thing is, you've been communicating well. If your boyfriend was surprised, he had no right to be. You have been trying to communicate. You've been trying to teach. This is what you had to do. You spoke your truth. You did the right thing, and you did it in the right way. That's what I say. All right. Next question, Teresa C. Thank you so much for being a member. Thanks for using members of only emojis. And thank you for being a moderator. I'd love to know what the universe wants me to know. If you'd like to do this reading at Teresa C., the name of the card you got and your interpretation. Teresa, 8 of Swords. There's something causing you anxiety. You need to take a look at where you're feeling stuck, where you're feeling anxious, what's going on, and what you can do about it. You need to address this head on. All right. Next question. Yolanda, thanks so much for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Does my direct supervisor have something against me? I think she's screwing me over. If you'd like to do this reading, at Yolanda, the name of the card you got and your interpretation. 7 of Swords. I don't think you trust each other. I don't think you trust her. I don't think she trusts you. I think it's a lack of trust on both sides. And I think the key to fixing it would be to try to figure out how to establish trust. And Justine answered my question. When I asked for feedback on how it is to receive readings in this format, Justine says, each and every time I've gotten a reading in this format, they are all equally insightful and accurate. It's like a reading on steroids because different readers interpret different cards in different ways. Love it. Love it. That's great. That's great. Thank you. Okay. Quinn Kilharius. So nice to see you, Quinn. Hi, I live in Brazil and our current president is worse than Trump. To be fair and to be clear, everyone here has their own political beliefs, but I think what we can say is that they are certainly birds of a feather and certainly are right-wing nationalistic. And if you are not a person who supports right-wing nationalism, and I would guess a lot of people here would agree with Quinn and with me that we don't support those things. But I want everyone to know that there is room for everyone here, regardless of what you believe. All right. But I see your point here. This president, Bolsonaro, I would assume, still has a lot of support. Can you see if after the new president is elected, things will get better? We can't even afford meat at the present moment. All right, so let's see. Will things get better in Brazil with a new president? That's a great question. A great question. All right, if you'd like to do this reading at Quinn Kilharius, the name of the card you got, and your interpretation. The Chariot reversed. I feel like there's a lot of damage that's been done. And the damage is not, the thing is, when we talk about fundamentalism, when we talk about white supremacy, when we talk about jingoism, fierce nationalism, things of that nature, the problem is not with the individual. The problem is what's going on in the society that causes the support for that individual. And that's still there. And so, and again, it's the US, it's Brazil, it's Italy, it's in a lot of places right now. And the question is, how do we fix that problem. It's not so much about leadership as it is about how we help people learn to work together. Perhaps. All right. Betty Flesher, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. I will do your question in just one moment. I need to say first, thank you so much to Maya Turner for being a member and for the super chat. Just getting here, I enjoy getting readings in this format. I'm using the Fox and Owl Tarot. Thank you so much. We're so glad that you are here. All right. Next question is for Betty Flesher. Doing shadow work, getting mixed answers about my grandmother Shannon. How did she really feel about me? And thank you for using members-only emojis. Thanks for being a member. If you'd like to do this reading, at Betty Flesher, the name of the card you got and your interpretation. All right. Betty. Okay, Knight of Cups reversed. So I don't think this is so much about how she did or did not feel about you. I think there's a lot generationally in the family where she did not always feel loved and did not always know how to make others feel loved. I think she may have had some emotional immaturity and she may not have known how to express love. And this may have been a generational problem going back over time. And so the shadow work that you're doing here is about healing ancestral trauma through many generations. That's what I think. If you'd like to do this reading, at Betty Flesher, the name of the card you got and your interpretation. All right, Nalini Kalu, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. I'd like to know, what message does my spirit team have for me that will help me step into my power? All right. If you'd like to do this reading, at Nalini Kalu, the name of the card you got and your interpretation. Let's see what we got here. Ha! Strength. Woot! That's pretty intense, actually. On some level, that's about knowing your own strength. On some level, that is about, it is about keeping a balance in your life between what is fierce and what is gentle. Knowing your fierceness and knowing your gentleness. Knowing your strength, having compassion for yourself and for others. How about that? Oh, Teresa C., you just ordered light seers. Yay. Okay. Okay, next question is from Karen 13. Karen, you told me that things would get better, Nine of Swords reversed, and before that my job search would end up with multiple offers. Just booked an interview at Trader Joe's. Will they hire me? Okay. Let's take a look. If you'd like to do this reading, at Karen 13, the name of the card you got and your interpretation. Does she get the job at Trader Joe's? I hear that's actually a really good place to work. Actually, does she get the job? Woohoo! Page of Wands. Looks like that could be a real good go. And that there would be good training there and it would be exciting. It looks good. And there's a lot of agreement. Chara Saddlemeyer and Nalini agree with me that there really is something special about light seers. Okay. Denise Woods, nice to see you. What does my ancestors think I should do to be more joyful and keep stability in my life? Great question. If you'd like to do this reading, at Denise Woods, the name of the card you got and your interpretation. All right, here we go. The Devil. Denise, what you need to do here is acknowledge where your attachments and unhealthy ways of thinking get you into trouble so you can release those things. It's about releasing what doesn't serve you. All right, Jenny, what's coming toward me in love this month? Let's take a look. If you'd like to do this reading, at Jenny, the name of the card you got, and your interpretation. The moon reversed. I would say it would be something, a person that you did not know had interest in you revealing their interest. So that could be very interesting. Okay, at Jenny, the name of the card you got, and your interpretation. And I want to say thank you so much to Mix You Ear, Michelle in Canada, for the super sticker. Really appreciate that. Okay. Hey, Katie Kondo, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member in Hull, Massachusetts, using Tarot of the Hidden Realm. All right. The next question that I see here from Arlette Coelho. What does the universe and/or my guides want me to know? If you'd like to do this reading at Arlette, the name of the card you got, and your interpretation. All right, here we go. Arlette, the King of Pentacles reversed. Here's what I get from that. I think that your guides want you to know that you have fathers, grandfathers, uncles, great uncles, the men in your family who are no longer living are watching over you and really trying to help you as you go through a time of transformation. Oh, Teresa, so that Eight of Swords, you have a lot of anxiety and can't figure out what's causing it. And you know, that's always like a thing you can do, right? If you're feeling anxious or depressed or whatever, and you don't know why, you can always ask the cards, okay, I know I'm feeling this. Why? What's causing it? What do I do about it? You know, it can be like a 2-card reading there. What's causing it? What can I do about it? Okay. Clumsy clairvoyance. Any guides or passed on loved ones have a message for me. If you'd like to do this reading at Clumsy Clairvoyance, the name of the card you got and your interpretation. So, 2 of Pentacles, and the message that I get here is that you will always be enough, you are enough, and you will always have enough. Do not doubt, even if there are moments when it feels like you don't have enough time, money, energy, resources, whatever, you will always have enough. All right, J.L. Woods, thanks for being here. What do you see for me as far as my health issue? So that's an interesting thing. I'm happy to do it. There are a lot of readers who are very uncomfortable reading about health for obvious reasons. Obviously, your doctor is your best source of health information. But I think it is fine, I mean, from my perspective, to take a look and see what we get. So I will do this reading, if anyone else wants to, at J.L. Woods, the name of the card you got and your interpretation. Seven of Cups reversed. I feel like you don't have all the information that you need. I feel like you need to be careful about not getting into a place of like real anxiety about what's going on. And I feel like there's still information that needs to come to you, and that information will be helpful. So whether it's more diagnostics or needing to wait for things, do not be afraid. It will be okay. Right, lots of great readings going on here. Thank you so much, everyone, for participating. Okay, hang on one second. I just overscrolled. Okay, Katie Kondo, thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members-only emojis. Thinking about changing the parameters of my job search. Is this a positive step to take? If you'd like to do this reading at Katie Kondo, the name of the card you got and your interpretation. Katie, Queen of Cups, I think you should be open to wherever your heart thinks you should go. You should trust your heart in all of this. And Clumsy Clairvoyance, thanks for posting the link to Tarot Scopes. And you know, while I'm here, I usually wait till the very end to ask people to post their shameless self-promotion, but I'm not sure that works so well, so I'm going to do it right now. If you have a website, a YouTube channel, a blog post, anything at all that you want to share, go ahead now and at any time during the time we're here, post your shameless self-promotion right now. Clumsy Clairvoyance and my moderators team do a great job posting my promotions, and I appreciate it. Go ahead, and this is let's all support each other. All right. Oh, Betty, always felt my grandmother was grieving her son, my dad who passed away very young. That makes sense. Okay, mix you here. Michelle, can you get any sense of which ancestors I might want to work with in my spiritual practices? Pretty positive my paternal grandfather is one, but I'm interested in finding others. All right. If you'd like to do this reading, at Mix You Here, the name of the card you got and your interpretation. The moon reversed. The ones that make themselves available to you in your dreams. Ask them to come into your dreams and you will know who they are. All right. Let's see. Hang on. All right, next question that I see, Leslie Jones. Nice to see you. I've kissed 2 guys after the breakup, but I don't really enjoy it, mainly because I'm still in love with my ex. Should I give A or S another shot or just find someone else to hook up with? Well, at least you're trying. That's good. So I'm going to use more than one card here, and I invite you all to use whatever method you want. At Leslie Jones, tell us what card you got, what you did, and your answer. Okay. So here's how I'm going to do it. Okay, should A get a shot? Maybe. Should S get a shot? Maybe. Should someone else get a shot? Yes, yes to all of the above. Kiss them all. Seriously, give everyone a shot right now. You don't have to choose, you don't have to marry them, but you can certainly let them buy you dinner. You can certainly spend time with them and give it a little time. Seriously, all of the above. All right. Maya Turner, thanks for being a member here. Thank you for the super sticker. Thanks for using members only emojis. I made a big change with my new business. What do my guides think I need to know to move forward successfully? All right. If you'd like to do this reading, at Maya Turner, the name of the card you got and your interpretation. The 2 of Swords reversed. I think you have to trust yourself. I think you have to trust your decisions. I think you have to be at peace with your decisions. And there may be moments when it's not about doing this or doing that, but doing a bunch of different things simultaneously. Hey, Deirdre Martin, so nice to see you. Yeah, Quinn Kilharius, I hear you. We are all concerned for the state of the world in many ways. Okay, Deirdre Martin, what is coming my way the rest of this year? If you'd like to do this reading, at Deirdre Martin, the name of the card you got and your interpretation. I shuffled, but got the same card. 2 of Swords, decisions. You will have some decisions to make. There may be some new job opportunities. There may be some new relationship opportunities. Decisions. Let's see what other people have to say. Hey, Cheryl Jefferson, nice to see you. Peggy Lou Levens, thanks for being here. Peggy Lou, thanks for being a member here. Hello from the Space Coast. Still no power or water. Oh my gosh. What does the universe, guides, or past loved ones want me to know? If you'd like to do this reading, at Peggy Lou Levens, the name of the card you got and your interpretation. Peggy Lou, Six of Pentacles. All will be restored to you soon. It's coming. You will have what you need. You will be okay. And things will improve. Katie Kondo, can't keep up with lightning round readings. Understood. Holding space for everyone. I have invoked violet flame energy for everyone to usher out the negative and bring in the positive. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Zuri, nice to see you, Zuri. You have my mind percolating on that idea about the same card for different people. It would be a good class for sure. For sure, for sure. Okay. Hang on a minute. I overscrolled. Sorry. Scrolling back. Thank you all for being here. Thanks for doing readings. And so we're at the halfway point. I'm going to continue to answer the questions for readings, but the floor is now open as well for questions about tarot. Particular tarot cards, tarot decks, tarot techniques, anything about tarot. Lady Lenormand had asked earlier about how we come up with our own keywords for the cards, how we develop that personal relationship with the cards. If you have thoughts about that, tag it keywords. So go ahead and answer that question and ask any questions you have about tarot as we continue to do readings. Hey, Dora, nice to see you. And Dora, thank you for being a new member. I really appreciate that you've become a member. We appreciate you. Okay. Hey, Sarah, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Okay. Oh, man, you're also in Brazil, right? So you and Quinn are both in the same country dealing with the same thing. Dora wants to know, how should I deal with the animosity atmosphere this month in my country due to elections? Great question. If anyone who'd like to do this reading, at Dora Ferreira, the name of the card you got and your interpretation. The Four of Swords reversed. Do what you need to do in terms of what you believe in. And, I think the thing you have to recognize is everyone wants the same thing. They just have different ways of thinking that would work. Do you know what I mean? Like, everyone wants a nice life, right? There's just different ways of thinking that would work. And unfortunately, some of the ways that people think would bring a nice life involves the oppression of others. I mean, I'm sorry, but it's true. And then there's those of us who think that the oppression of others is not a good thing. And so it's hard. But just you fight for what you believe in. That's the thing. Okay. Sarah, if it's not too late to ask a question, I'd like to know how to create more peace in my life. If you'd like to do that reading, at Sarah, the name of the card you got, and your interpretation. The High Priestess reverse. Learn not to be a perfectionist. Have peace with yourself. Learn that you yourself are fine. Hey, La Morena, so nice to see you. Glad you're here. Yes, Arlette, you can post your photography page by all means, please. Okay. Oh, Mixuer, the minute you saw the moon reversed, you knew it was your maternal grandmother. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Oh, Clumsy Clairvoyance, you have October tarot predictions up. That's fabulous. Okay, very good. Just reading through here. And possibly her mother as well. Okay. Purple sunflower. Here's a question. How to deliver an upsetting reading. Example, third party involved. And when you say third party, I think you mean like suspicion of cheating. Okay, so let's talk about it. Tag it. Upsetting reading. What are your thoughts about how to deliver an upsetting reading? And the first thing I would have to say is, like, ethically, no matter what we see, I don't think we can flat out accuse someone of something. But, okay, so imagine if the client says, I'm really concerned about cheating. And I have all of this evidence. I've seen all of this. And then you do the cards and you get the 7 of Swords, the 3 of Swords. You get all of that. How do you deliver that while being ethical, while paying attention to the well-being of the person? And I think the thing to say is, clearly there is reason for concern. Like, I would never want to say, oh my gosh, yes, he's totally cheating. I would never do that. But I might say, I can see why you're concerned. And the cards suggest that there is reason for concern. Now let's go to the cards and see what to do about it. And pull some cards about the way to handle it. So I think it's about finding the questions that are actionable. Information is great, but information without action is not helpful. So I think it's about asking the right questions of the cards to give action. What to do. And, with any upsetting reading, okay, yes, this could be a concern. What do you do about it? And that action, it might be spiritual, it might be practical, but there would be action. So that's how I would handle it as well. Okay. And from Justine, here's a tarot question. I got the World reversed and the High Priestess reversed for my daily reading the day of the breakup. I wonder if you have any significance for relationships for these two cards reversed. Okay, so tag it WHPRX. And yeah, I sure do, the day of your breakup. So High Priestess reversed, for me, can talk about disrespect of women. You may have felt disrespected in that relationship, but can also talk about feeling guilty. You may have felt guilty about having to break up with him. It can also talk about being out of balance. You may have felt like the relationship was out of balance. World reversed, when we have those two reverse cards, it's like, man, this is all upside down. I don't know what to do with this. But world reversed might be, there's no other solution. I have to do the big thing. So I think those two cards together would really talk about your dissatisfaction and the fact that there's no small answer, only a big final answer. Okay, Maya, regarding the keywords question. I'm so excited that on Fox and Owl Tarot deck, they have 3 keywords on the back. Ooh, that's cool. It's making it so much easier to connect with the cards. Okay, Morgana the Great. Nice to see you. Tarot question. I was gifted a new tarot deck, but I'm having trouble connecting with it. I never had this issue before. How can I fix it? Okay, tag it. Connecting. How do you connect with a deck you have a hard time connecting with? My thought is just do readings with it. Obviously not professionally, but just keep trying to read with it and see where it goes. Practice, practice, practice with it. You can try sleeping with it under your pillow as well. But for me, it's all in the use of it. And even if in the first few readings it doesn't flow, just keep trying. Wow. Okay, hang on a minute. Hang on. Sorry, overscrolled. Okay, from Sarah, tarot question. I was looking closely at the hand in the 10 of Swords. It looks like it's a mudra with the thumb and fourth finger touching. Is there anything written about this? Wow, I don't know. Anyone know anything about this? That's a brilliant question. Tag it 10 of Swords. I have nothing for you, but it's a great question. Betty Flesher, tarot questions. Did a reading on my husband's job promotion, lack of, got 3 nights in a row. Does that mean 3 men or some other energy? So I would want to know which night you didn't get. That would be the most critical thing for me. But 3 nights would be forward motion. So I would say, well, if you didn't get this promotion, something else might be coming. But I'd be very interested in knowing which night was not present, because that would be the answer to like what happened to me. And if anyone has anything else to add to that, tag it nights. Well, there you go, Sarah. You looked it up. And the hand position is called Surya Ravi. For my yoga friends, those fingers represent earth meeting fire. Makes sense to me. Deirdre, yes, I did. It was the 2 of Swords reversed. Many decisions and opportunities coming for you. Okay, Yolanda, I got resounding advice from this Global Tarot Circle in the past to find a new job, and now my work situation sounds like it's my fault and is fixable. I don't see that those 2 things are mutually exclusive. You know, you can choose either, right? Or first one, then the other. Dora, yes, I hear you. You're absolutely right, and I respect their positions. The difficulty in keeping to my belief with the people who disagree with me, yeah. It's hard, and, you know, civility seems to be over. Like, we used to be able to have conversations and respect each other, and it feels like it's harder now. Clumsy Clairvoyance, I have a tarot question comment. Have you ever read for a client or a person who believes they know the meaning of every card better than you? Help! How do you resist the urge to slap them? It is so great that you have studied tarot. But the thing that's really interesting about tarot is not a fundamentalist process. Yes, there are clear, classic keywords, interpretations, associations, but that's a jumping off point. That's not a tarot reading. That's the very beginning of how we work with tarot. We use those, we use our intuition, we use the card combinations, we use context, so that each interpretation of each card in each reading is unique. And that is done by the reader. So you've come to me and you're paying me for what I see. Now, I absolutely appreciate your insight into the cards, but you could save your money and do that at home. So, are you interested in hearing what I see here? That's where I'd go with that. Okay. Arlette, I always hear people say never buy your own decks, but what if I want to? Is it bad or wrong in some way? Okay, everyone all together say, that's a bunch of horse crap. Yes, buy your own decks. Buy your own decks all the time. Buy lots and lots and lots of decks. But here's the question. Arlette wants to know what deck would we recommend for her to buy. So just tag Arlette and tell her what deck to get. We like Light Seers. Smith Waite is a great one to start with. What say you all? What should Arlette's first deck be? Oh, this is a good one from Clumsy Clairvoyance regarding the upsetting reading. Try to say, well, this is what it looks like or feels like to me. And that's really smart, because that way you're not saying, this is definitively what's happening, but gee, it looks this way to me, right? Right? There you go. Oh, Mixuear, I would love your take on the Temperance card. I struggle with that sometimes. Yes, yes, I love Temperance. It's one of my favorite cards. Tag it Temperance and tell us what you think. All right. Traditional keywords for Temperance: art, time, and alchemy. What's going on, here's this Temperance right here. What's going on with Temperance, the traditional image, is the angel is pouring liquid from one cup to another, mixing. And we need to recognize that that liquid is not really liquid. It's alchemy that's going on here. And one of my favorite words for this is solution. So a solution means two different things, right? A solution is the answer to a problem. You got a problem, here's the solution. But medically, a solution, scientifically, is what you get when you mix certain things together. So temperance is basically saying, that nothing is perfect, and there probably is no perfect fix. There probably is no perfect fix. But if you take a little of this and a little of that, with the right time and the right patience, and you blend it together, you will find the right solution. You will find the perfect blend. Patience, caution, but choosing those ingredients and finding the blend, finding the balance. Let me know what else you think about temperance. Okay, Karen 13, upsetting reading. I always pull cards for what to do and what not to do, or what to stop doing to get the action. That's beautiful. Yolanda, Tarot Q, how to handle when a reader tries to sugarcoat everything. And, the question is, okay, so if you're getting a reading and the person is sugarcoating, how do you know that? How do you know that that's what they're doing or that's not what they're seeing? What if they're really seeing it that way? Regarding upsetting reading from Sarah, I would deliver the message the same way as you'd speak to a friend. That's beautiful. I can tell you two are going through a hard time. That's fabulous. I love that. Sarah, and ask more questions. Let's see how this is affecting you, what's causing it, what to do about it. That's beautiful. I love that. I love that. I love that. I love that. So smart. Okay, hang on. Okay, Justine, you did indeed feel disrespected in the relationship. Gotcha. Maya, connecting with the deck. I give it a chance and try to do readings for a month, but I also use my pendulum to find out if the deck was really meant for someone else, right? Sarah, connecting with the deck. I did exactly this with the Thoth deck because I was struggling to connect. I've been pulling one card a day to learn more about the imagery. Slow and steady here. Yolanda, for connecting, I also suggest sleeping with it under the pillow. Sure. Oh, Betty, there was no Knight of Wands. So I wonder if they felt like he did not have initiative, or if did the promotion go to someone else and was it someone younger? I wonder about that. Katie Kondo, recently reading with the Hierophant, the High Priestess, and the Empress in upright positions. I didn't assign any particular positions to the cards. Thoughts on archetypal meanings? So interesting. If I would put those three things together, it's all about, it's a few things. Hierophant and High Priestess are both clergy, male and female clergy. High Priestess and Empress are maiden and mother, women. Could be attitudes about women. Could be maiden, mother, crone, if you wanted to make the Hierophant crone. Could. Interesting stuff. What else do people have to say? Call it archetypes. Oh, Deirdre, you got a new job. That's fabulous. And Clumsy Clairvoyance regarding temperance. I see her almost as the wise one who has learned from a colorful past. Okay. And Mixuir is suggesting to connect with the deck a tarot interview spread. Oh, Dora. This is a good one. Not sure has anyone already asked this, but do you keep the same meanings with all the decks you use, or do you adapt the meanings to the art? And tag it art. And I'll tell you, for me, that's a really depends question. And I will tell you this. I keep images of the deck of the cards that I really like in my head. So say like I love this Temperance card, but I'm reading with this deck, I may still reference this Temperance card in the reading if it's in my head. But different people do it different ways. Let's see what other people have to say about that. That's a great question. Okay. And Lady Lenormand to Arlette, I buy my own decks all the time, and you should too. That's Tarot Dogma. Nobody knows what you should or shouldn't buy. Go for it. What do you like? There's a deck for everything. Agreed. And Mixuir, for Dora's question, adapt. It's like each deck is a different language, and we are the interpreters. Betty Flesher, a bunch of horse crap. Yeah. And La Morena, different decks have slightly different meanings for me based on the card or the deck image or vibe, basically. Oh, and here's a good one regarding Clumsy Clairvoyance's question about the person who knows the cards better than you do. This is good from Karen. I see that you have a set opinion on what the cards are showing us. Do you think that has anything to do with the question you have asked? How would you like to proceed? That's a good one. Put it right back on them. Justine, does anyone know of a way to donate like new tarot decks? There's a few I've bought, didn't connect with, and don't really care to keep around. Wild Unknown is one of them. Yeah, you're coming to StarCon. We have a trade table at StarCon. Bring your unloved, unwanted decks at StarCon, leave them on the trade table, and take ones that you like. Seriously. Okay. And Lady Lenormand says the same thing. Very good. Okay. And Sarah says, Temperance always makes me think of alchemy, transformation, renovation. I love that. Compromise. Okay. Lots of great suggestions for first decks. Arlette, make sure you go through here. Hang on, just looking through here. My sugarcoating, I actually go into a new reader and start out saying, please don't hold back. Betty says, Temperance could be a bartender or a chef. I love that. Yes, absolutely. Sarah suggests that the Rider-Waite-Smith is the best to start off with. That's legit. That is absolutely legit. Okay, let's see. Madiha, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. When I start getting negative cards coming up, I arrange major and minor arcana, then I reshuffle. If I'm still getting negative cards, I decide I'm being a negative and put them away. Hey, Elizabeth, nice to see you. And regarding art, Medea says I'm playing around with that since some decks books talk a bit different, sure. Clumsy Clairvoyance regarding art, it's personal. It will change from reading to each person, right? Karen, art, the images ping in my head, but I also refer, including the standard meaning. Quinn Kilharius, overscrolled. Art, I mainly stick with the same meanings, but I do adapt it to the art when I feel like it. Arlette, thanks everyone. I'll do research now and report back with what I land on. I feel like it was an odd belief to have, but a couple friends teamed up on me. I'm glad to know my gut was right. Yeah, you tell those. I mean, it's not their fault. That's, there's a lot of misinformation that goes around, and that's one of them, for sure. But yeah, your gut was right. Oh yes, good reminder. Justine reminds us for the members, we have a members only live calling in the ancestors coming up later this month. Yes. Oh, Justine, I watched last year's Communicating with Spirits webinar that you did. It was so much fun to watch you do some mediumship. You're talented in that area. Thank you. Pretty easy to do with the cards. Really, if you let it happen, there it is. All right. we are in our last 6 minutes. Again, drop your shameless self-promotion. La Morena, Art, I love how you put it, Christiana. There's the image in your head and there's the image on the specific deck in front of you. And for many, the RWS is the image in their head, right? Right? Absolutely. Oh, the Ancestors. So the Ancestors one, it's for members only, but you could become a member, and it is coming up. Choo-choo-choo. Let me see. Hang on a minute. It's toward the end of the month. Hang on. When is it? The 20th, October 20th. Okay, BB, tarot question. How to deal with the disappointment of a prediction not happening? Well, I think we have to recognize that predictions are predictions, right? Predictions are predictions. And if a prediction doesn't happen, you have to go back, and I would say you should do a reading on that. Why didn't it happen? What might happen now? What can we know about this? So I think it begs another reading, right? Mediha, Art, I got 3 Rumi Tarot and I'm seeing some cards in different meanings. Haven't looked deeper into it, but I will. Love it. Lady Lenormand, thank you so much for the super sticker. Really appreciate that. Betty Flesher, calling in the Ancestors class, probably not going to ask anything about my grandmother. Man, I'll tell you what, I have been thinking so much about ancestral stuff, about ancestral trauma, generational trauma, and how much that is with us, in so many different ways. That's really been something on my mind a lot. Probably because I have the grandbabies now, and I'm thinking about oh, you poor children, man, you got all of this on you, right? It's a thing. Lady Lenormand, mic drop, you're the best. Well, thank you. I think you're the best. Friends, we are in our last 3 minutes. I want to remind you all that this Thursday, we're doing a class, free class, open to everyone. Link is already up. Tarot, trauma, and spiritual bypassing. It's going to be heavy. It's going to be good. It's going to be deep. Join us. For reals, man, join us. Sarah, Art, I vote to be open to the images that jump out at you. Yes! I love that. When the typical keyword meaning doesn't resonate, I gaze into the art and let it jump out at me, like the Ten of Swords. Yep. Karen, we'll see you again. Thank you. Betty, will I save all the tarot decks for the grandbabies? That is a very interesting question. I don't know. But pretty soon, we're going to do a live here on YouTube, and we're going to do their first tarot reading with y'all. That'll be fun, right? Katie Kondo, not necessary, but I like the tradition of being gifted your first deck as an initiation down the path. There's no way, right or wrong way to do anything in tarot. Just have respect. Okay, Justine, you won't make it to the spiritual bypassing class, but you'll watch it when you can. That's good. Very good. All right. I want to thank all of you. Special thanks to the members, to the moderators, to everyone here, to those of you who helped out with super chats and super stickers. I really appreciate you. I do hope that you can join us on Thursday for class. Looking forward to that. It's a hot topic right now, isn't it? Yeah. Tarot and trauma and spiritual bypassing and how we deal with all of that. So that's on Thursday. Bring your friends. Tell your friends. We'll look forward to seeing you then. Thank you so much for participating. I will be back live Thursday at noon with your Tarot Topics Weekly Newsletter recap. And then, of course, Thursday evening for class. Thank you all so much for being here. Really appreciate you. If you haven't gotten your ticket for StarCon yet, please do. And consider getting a ticket for class on the 26th. How Spirit Speaks Through Tarot. I think that will be a great class, and it's the last room and Zoom I'm doing until after StarCon. My friends, thank you so much. I'll look forward to seeing you soon. Take good care.